Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. So it's me, Ashley Allure. We're gonna go ahead and get right into this video. So you read the title. This is going to be my spin on easy quick burgers at home, southwestern style. I'm gonna make mine that way, and then I'll make some regular ones as well, but these are gonna be easy southwestern sliders. I'm gonna say that. Okay, so anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and get into the video. Okay, so first things first, I did get me some steak fries from Aldi. These are what I want to use for my burgers. You can use crinkle fries, curly fries, tater tots, whatever you want to use. I'm choosing steak fries because I like the size and I like these kind of fries. Okay, so I already have these cooking in the oven. I put them on a pan. I just put a little parsley, some seasoned salt, and I put them in the oven to cook while we are making our burgers. Okay, so first things first, let me go ahead and show you our burgers in the next clip. Okay, so now that we have our burgers, I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys. I've got everything that you've seen from Aldi. I love that store. It's so affordable and it's cheap and all the stuff is good, even the meats. All right, but I did get some of these burgers. These are just grass-fed ground beef burgers, 85% lean, 15% fat, and I have 4 of them. However, I'm going to make them into sliders. All right, I also got some buns as well too. I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys those. I should have grabbed them before, but I'm gonna show you guys those. I did get some mini slider brioche buns, and I did get some cheese to go with them. I got pepper jack cheese, and then I got spinach artichoke cheese as well too. I'm gonna show you guys how I make them, how I'm gonna do them and everything, but excuse me. Let me wash my hands again. I'll be right back. Line my pan with some foil. You don't have to line your pan if you don't want to line your pan. I'm just going to line my foil because it's easier to clean up and get the grease. Alright. Now that I have my pan lined, we're going to go ahead and push that to the side. And now we're going to start with the actual burgers, okay? So with these burgers, you know, I did show them to you guys before. They do come already pre-packaged. These are a little frozen, just a little tiny bit. I'm gonna take the papers off and I'm gonna turn these into sliders. So I'm gonna show y'all how I do that. They're still a little frozen at the bottom, nothing too serious, but I'm gonna just break this meat up and keep it in the same pan. Oh, it needs to be a little bit, you know. I'm just gonna break them down and let them thaw out just a little bit more. Some of the meat is kind of frozen, but I'm just gonna break it down with what I can and then thaw it out further. Not gonna break it all the way down, but I'm just gonna break it down enough and then start seasoning. Alright, so now that I have my burger meat, I did take them and I broke them down because once again we're making sliders. I'm going to go ahead and season the meat now. Alright, so first we're going to go in with some Creole seasoning. Alright, this is just from Tony Cheriers. I think I'm saying it right. Cheriers, yeah. And you can season it however you want. You can add whatever you want, but this is what I'm doing. And I'm leaving it in the same pan because they're going to go straight into the oven. Alright, I'm not cooking these on the stove top. Alright, so once I added that, I'm going to add a little bit of seasoning salt. Not really too much in here, no way. Alright, then I'm going to go in with my salt-free garlic and parsley seasoning. I bought this from this is by Badia as well too, y'all. Alright, it's salt-free. You can add as much as you want without it being salty. I'm going to add just that little bit, okay? And then of course I'm going to add a little bit of parsley because who doesn't love parsley, okay? I'm going to add that to my ground meat. And now what I'm going to start doing is actually not only just excuse me, seasoning strong, mixing it around, but I'm also about to start going ahead and making the burger patties. Okay, so I'm just making sure that I work these seasonings in a lot. But anyways, this is how I make quick, easy sliders, or this is how I make my sliders. All right, I think I need to add just a little bit more seasoning. Hold on, y'all. A little bit of this too. Okay. All right, so I am going to make the sliders about this size, the size of my palm. All right, so first thing first, I'm just going to take a chunk like this big. Excuse me, y'all, I'm not sneezing in the food, but it's the seasonings. I'm just going to make them about this size because that's kind of the size of the sliders. All right, because once you press them down, they're going to cook all the way through. So this is going to be the size of my patties. I'm going to go ahead and laying those out. You want to make them the size of a meatball, and then flatten them out, because they will shrink up once they get to cooking and stuff like that. Okay, and just keep the same process going. You can make your sliders as big as or small you want them. It doesn't matter to me. You gotta eat them. I don't. Okay, so I'm gonna add another one here. However, I think I'm going to run out of space, so I might need to use a bigger pan. This is a good size one right here. And right now my fries are actually cooking, so they'll be ready. All right. All right. They don't have to be perfect, as long as they can fit on your buns, okay, y'all? Same process all the way through. That one's a little too much. Hold on. And then I have 2 left. And I'm gonna throw these bad boys in there. I'm trying to make some room for them. Put them on the side. This is the last one. This may be a little bit smaller slider. All right. All right, so while all of that is getting done, I will be adding some mushrooms as well, all right, to my actual sliders. I like mushrooms, but I'm gonna actually fry these on the stove when I do put the fried egg on there. I'm also gonna be having some sugar-free bread and butter chips, because I feel like these add the perfect sweetness and saltiness here. I don't too much like dill unless they're like, you know, from a fast food place or something, but I do have a fresh tomato here. I'm just gonna go ahead and cut that up and just make a few little slices of tomato, not too many. Then I did have some onion that I did have from yesterday when I made sandwich sliders. All right, so I'm just gonna go ahead and cut that down. I'm not gonna cut it into onion slices. I'm actually gonna cut it into smaller pieces of onion. All right, so I'm just gonna cut it this way. because I want my onions the long way like this. If you can't tell, long ways like this, because they're easier to eat. And also that big onion, you take a bite and it's like, oh my gosh, it's a little too much. So sometimes I feel like that's a little too much. I'm not gonna dice them up though, because I don't like diced onions. I just like them halved like this. Yeah. And we're gonna go ahead and add those like so. Not gonna add too much onions because apparently I'm the only person who likes onions, or the only person who has mature taste buds. So we'll go ahead and put those to the side here as well. And then I do have a little tiny bit of lettuce. I should have went to the store and bought some more, but I don't have that much lettuce. I literally got this little tiny piece of lettuce that we're gonna make work. So I'm just gonna go through here and actually pull off some pieces that can go on the sliders. That's kind of what I was saving it for, because it's not really that much lettuce left. We're just gonna take these smaller pieces here to add onto there, because not everybody wants lettuce. But yeah, I'm trying to finish off this small little piece of lettuce, guys. It's not really that much, so I'm just taking what I can. Alright, so this lettuce is pretty much done for. I'm gonna go ahead and throw it away over here. But this is what I got from it. So I think that's a pretty good harvest. Got a couple pieces left in the bottom of the bag. All right. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and put all the trash into this bag and move all that stuff out the way. However, I'm not going to cut up my mushrooms. I'm actually going to leave them whole because I want them to be so good and so savory. So after I cut all this stuff up, now I'm just waiting for the burgers to be done. So I'll come back when it's time for them. All right, so now I'm just gonna go ahead and start frying my mushrooms. The burgers are done, the fries are done. So I'm gonna go ahead and do these first. And then I'm gonna put my egg in here. I'm gonna show you how I do that. But I did just go ahead and put them in my pan already. I am gonna add just a little tiny bit of olive oil just to kind of get everything, I'm dropping stuff, get everything together. Not too much, just a little bit. I'm just gonna do like this. This should just kind of get the mushrooms going. So I still want them to have a little bit of flavor, so I'm gonna add a little bit of seasoning. Just a little tiny bit. I'm gonna add a little bit of seasoning salt, which is salt free, and it has no MSG, but I'm just gonna add just a little bit to the pan, not a lot. And it already has started raining already, which I'm so excited for. I'm about to sit down, chill, and do what I do. So I'm gonna let these work themselves down just a little bit, and I'm debating if I should make more. I'm gonna add just a little bit more, because I might make a little bit more if I make more sandwiches, more sliders. Okay, that's good, because I'm gonna save some for my steaks I'm gonna make the next video. Alright, so I'm gonna leave these here. And I'm gonna let them cook down a little bit, and then I'll be back. Okay. I don't know.